Hello my beautiful people, welcome again to my channel Pauline Gold Cards. Thank you very much to all the current subscribers, the wonderful people who have been following my work for a very long time. Thank you very much for clicking on the channel and being here with me again to share these messages. My name is Pauline, and if this is your very first time in my channel and you just subscribed, thank you very much. Welcome to this amazing reading. Well, what do I have here for you? This was a recommendation, and thank you very much for this topic. The question I'm going to be answering here is, how will your future spouse treat you or see you? Okay, so how are they going to see you? How they're going to perceive you? Well, just take in consideration that this is a general reading, so only a few of you may resonate with those messages. In the future, well, just take whatever resonates with you and leave the other stuff behind. After all, this is just a general reading. You can always inquire for your very own private reading about this or perhaps another topic. Feel free to contact me. In the description box below, you can find my Gmail, and if you're feeling generous and you like to support my channel, you can also give me your donation to PayPal. I'm sorry. And you can find the link as well in the description box. Alright, so you're gonna have 3 different options for you to decide, and you'll find the timestamps as well in the description box below. Number 1 is gonna be the black star. Check it out. Option number 2 is gonna be the blue stone heart, and number 2, the blue stone heart, and number 3 is gonna be the pink gem. If you need more time, pause the video, and when you're ready, go to the timestamps below. Well, with that being said, I also want to say thank you very much to the people who have been donating and asking your private readings, subscribing, liking, and giving me those beautiful words, that encouragement, that light. I send you a lot of love and blessings through your way. With that being said, I'm gonna begin with pile number 1. Welcome, option number 1, the black star. What do I have here for you? How will your family, how will your spouse family see you, view you, pursue you, perceive you, pursue you? No, I don't really want them to pursue you, not only in a negative way. All right, so how will they perceive you? What will they think about you? Well, these messages are going to be general, so take whatever resonates and leave the other stuff behind. I decided to use 2 different decks this time, Tarot Reader and Sacred Animals. In case you're being wondering, some people would like to know what kind of a tarot decks I'm using. My name is Pauline. Thank you very much, current subscribers, beautiful people who have been here with me for a very long time. I send you a lot of love and blessings, and if this is your first time on my channel, and the ones who have been subscribing and commenting, thank you very much. Love and blessings to you as well. Well, if you require more information about my reading, you can find my Gmail in the description box below. And if you're feeling generous, you can also give me a beautiful donation. You can find the link in the description box as well. Those are really appreciated, and I say thank you very much to the people who have been donating to my channel. Wow, let's see, how will your families, your spouse families see and perceive you? Okay, we do have the Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands, the Highest Priestess. Wow. Are you a fire sign, perhaps an air sign? Okay. King of Cups. Let's start with these cards first. 2 of Swords, and finally I do have the Hermit. Wow, you might have some fire in your chart, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I wouldn't be surprised that your spouse is gonna be a fixed sign, because you guys are like wildly different in personalities. Something tells me about numbers, so whether you are very good with numbers, you are a very intelligent person, you like to calculate, you are a great a great person that actually is very good with strategies. You're very good to strategy to make different strategies. You're very analytical. You're in contact with your calculating side. Okay, so I don't know if you're an accountant or something like that. You're very good with numbers and calculating, and you're very good with your rational thinking. You may be very good at math, or your family. I'm sorry, your spouse family, your husband or wife family, they're gonna believe that you are very, very smart. I mean, also like some of them may call you a nerd, and let me tell you why. I mean, don't take it the wrong way. Calling you a nerd in the way that you are very smart, that you apply yourself to whatever you put your mind into. You might also be a bookworm, very good with calculation, and also because of that intelligence, because of that trait, that personality trait, you are able to accomplish everything, okay? And you are very good with your finances. You don't let debts drown you. I mean, it looks like you like to spend, all right? You like to spend on luxury and to have a great time, but you don't let the consumism, I mean, you don't let your materialistic side get out of control. I mean, you do know how to ground yourself, how to establish yourself. I mean, you like to give, but you also balance yourself in giving, okay? I mean, you just don't give away, or you just don't throw money away. And you know, this is one of the characteristics that your spouse family is going to be very attracted to. And let me tell you why. Apparently, your family spouse, yeah, I do gotta be very honest to you, they might have some reservations about you at first, because I don't know if your spouse is gonna be very successful in their area. I don't know, something tells me that they might be an actor, an actress, or any kind of a profession where they are on the spotlight, and many people may take advantage of them, okay? Or one partner in a specific took advantage of them, and their family are kind of like resentful and you know, a little bit of afraid of who their son or their daughter are letting themselves into their lives, okay? So they may have some little reservations about this. Now, with the Knight of Wands in here, your family at first, looks like they feel they're going to perceive you like, this is just a crush. I mean, how many times I have heard my son or my daughter say that they're in love, that this is for real, that this is their soulmate, twin flame, or whatever they want to call it. And I don't really think that's gonna last, okay? And also with the Six of Swords in here, it's telling me that your family, their family are gonna think like, oh no, I don't think this is gonna last. I give them a month, I give them 6 months perhaps, and that's it. Well, guess what? This connection is gonna go deeper and is gonna impress more than one person, not only your spouse family, but your friends, your family, your coworkers, all the people around you. Because one of the things that this family is going to perceive you is because you are both different personalities, okay? For example, one might be more popular and the other might be a little bit more relaxed and easygoing, okay? Not that they don't enjoy the company of other people, but you have both different personalities, and also that is one of the things that what they are thinking, that this relationship is not gonna last. This is like, no, I don't really see that there is some chemistry at all. I don't really see that they're gonna fit together. I don't really gonna see that two different personalities are gonna accomplish great things. And guess what? Also, there's gonna be some sort of a spiritual alignment in here, okay? So it's gonna be some cycle that is going to break between this family and your family. Like, no, relationship like this, they never last. And guess what? You both are here to show not only to yourselves but to other people in a great sense. I mean, in a very highly spiritual way. You're here to prove that as long as you both have a deep understanding of the relationship, there's genuine love and compromise and wisdom. I mean, everything and strength in the relationship. Everything, anything goes. I mean, everything is possible, you know. So they're gonna see it like a miracle, and at some point, these family are gonna keep doubting of yourself. Like, I don't know. I know they just got married, but I don't really think that this is gonna last. I just have to wait for my daughter or my son to tell me, guess what, the things didn't work out, and I will be like, I told you that, you know. But guess what? It's not gonna be like that. Also because someone here might be a little bit more reserved. Now with the Virgo card here, the Hermit, this family looks like they're not gonna tell you like directly, okay? There are some families that actually say, nah, you're not gonna last with my son or my kid, no? No, they actually are gonna shut up, but yeah, by their body language and their look, you're gonna see like, well, this person, this family, this father, their mother, their father, don't really think that I have genuinely feelings for them. Well, I don't care. I mean, it's their perception, but this is not the way the things work. Especially because there's something very important. Your spouse is gonna respect the privacy of what happens between you two. Why? Because looks like your partner has made a mistake before of involving too much their family into their relationships, okay? This is like, yeah, you're my father, you're my mother, I'm gonna tell you everything, tell me what I have to do. And not all the time they have received the best advice from them, okay? So what is really gonna confuse this family about you is that because your spouse doesn't really tell them a lot about your marriage, they're gonna believe that something is going on, that something is wrong, that you might be an unfaithful person, that you might be kind of a gambler, or, you know, like, if they're not telling me anything, then something must be wrong, okay? You know, they always assume that when they are when your spouse is putting them aside, they automatically think something's wrong. I know that something's wrong, but guess what? It's not like that. It's just that your spouse wants to respect that privacy between you two, not because something bad is going on, but because they know how their family tend to overreact, okay? So your husband or your wife are actually gonna have you in high regards. They're gonna respect you. They're gonna love you. There's a lot of love, a lot of abundance and success and prosperity. I mean, it's a high level soulmate twin flame relationship, you know, deep connection, okay? It's just that you're gonna keep some aspects of your marriage in private because I mean, you do know, and your spouse know, that sometimes the other people's opinions are not really for the best. Okay, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, okay, Knight of Cups, interesting, 4 of Swords, and 6 of Wands. Alrighty, yeah, definitely fire sign. Wow, let me tell you something. Your family are gonna, their family, I keep saying your family, their family, your husband, your wife's family, sometimes are gonna see you like you're a little bit of a flirt or a playboy or a player. Why? You may not notice that, but you are way too attractive, okay? You may even don't feel attractive or sexy, but without even noticing. I mean, some people watch you or see you and they actually say, wow, what a sexy guy, what a sexy girl, what a sexy woman, you know? You actually have lived quite a few eyebrows out there, and your family actually noticed that. I don't know if this, if your husband, your wife are usually I don't know if they're used to go to public places to have dinner, to breakfast. Looks like your spouse are gonna like, they're really gonna enjoy going out for breakfast, for lunch, brunch. I mean, this person actually would like to try different places with you. This is not like, okay, let's not cook today, let's go eat somewhere else, you know, or let's go have a coffee, let's go have brunch, you know, things like that. And perhaps once in a while, your husband, your wife are gonna say like, hey, we're gonna have dinner with my parents, okay? But they're gonna try to keep it like to the minimum visits, okay? This is like, well, I would like to invite them once a month. Let's go have brunch once a month, okay? And during those outies, their family are gonna notice that some people stare at you, okay? And this is like, wow. For some reason, I'm starting to believe that this person is gonna find somebody even more good looking, or they're gonna have someone who is even more like them, okay? Somebody that has more in common with my son-in-law or my daughter-in-law, and they're gonna drop the marriage, okay? That's why the Ten of Cups here in reverse. I mean, this family, this is not like it's a very, very negative family, but they are a little bit of a buzzkill, okay? Not really that negative and toxic, like, no, you deserve this and this. No, not really like spilling poison all around. But these people tend to be their family tend to be really like rational, like way too rational. Maybe the hermit is about them, like they don't really believe that there's such a perfection in a relationship, especially because maybe their family hasn't experienced that. And this is like, no, relationships don't work like that. I have seen many people break up after having such a great chemistry. Well, here, your person, your spouse, and you are actually gonna break that cycle in the family, and show to yourselves, show to others that it's not about that. No, it's a tradition in my family that everybody is divorced. It's a tradition in my family that everybody has toxic relationships. Because what? In here, the universe, the divinity, is going to conspire with you, and not only going to give you an amazing relationship, but also is going to shut the mouth to other people. Like, really? Is he for real? Is my son-in-law for real? Is my daughter-in-law for real? I mean, and it looks like maybe your husband and I are gonna take like a time in order not to have kids, not just yet, and that is going to raise more suspicious to their family, because they said like they don't want kids. That means that they are planning to break up with them anytime soon. You know. They're always like speculating and guessing and judging, so don't really pay attention to that, because I mean their family are like are very hard to convince. I mean, they don't really believe in anything. This is not really about you, but it's their family. Their family tend to be like very suspicious, or like non-believers, you know. They could have an angel in front of them and they could see like, hey, what a nice makeup, what a nice outfit, you know. They don't really believe. So, but not really like more toxic. Yeah, they're gonna be nice, or they're gonna say hello to you, but they are gonna be noticing that it's almost impossible that a relationship like yours can actually prosper. And I'm telling you, it's because of their past and things like that, and the people they surround themselves with. And they're not really like expecting you to break up with them or to file for a divorce. But I don't know, this family sometimes expect the worst of the worst. Okay, because they want to protect themselves, because they want to protect their kids or something like that. But guess what? It's not going to work like that, because looks like, and I'm getting the information right now, only one in their family are actually going to start to break the cycle and say, it can be your spouse or your husband's brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, is one, or nephew. It can be nephew, you know, and that person in that family are gonna say like, whenever they hear their family talking about you like very negative things, they're gonna be like, what if this works out? I mean, they lasted even more than your last relationship. They lasted even more than your first marriage. You know, there's going to be one person that actually vouch for you. Okay? So it can be from their family, it can be from your family, but it's going to be a wide opener situation in here. So more than being negative, this family is like, I don't really believe it. Even if you present the proof to me, I mean the material proof, something that I can touch, I still don't believe. You know, like very hard to convince. I mean, I'm telling you, they could even see a famous person and they would be like, nah, this is a double. I mean, this is a stunt. You know, they would always like always go against the flow, right? If somebody says this is yellow, no, I don't really think so. I think it's red. You know, this person is like really is. Oh, they're also suspicious, but I just forgot the word. They don't really believe, okay, that two entirely different people can actually accomplish such an amazing relationship. Okay, there's something about number 6 and 2, double 2s, asynchronicity, 2222. Maybe you're gonna be watching a lot about number 2 and number 9. Something's telling me September. I mean, Virgo's from September. Maybe this person is from September. You are. So this is how your family is gonna see you. And sometimes, sometimes this family believes that you flirt without even noticing. Okay, this is like, well, they say hi to somebody, but that was a flirt. You know, this person, this family, sometimes they believe that you're being sexy without even noticing, and you are being flirty without even noticing. That's why they say, what if he or she is a playboy or a playgirl? You know? But yeah, that's actually how this family is gonna work out. No, they're not gonna be like, let's do something so they can break up. Let's do something so they don't see each other anymore. No, I don't really see this as a kind of family. They're just very hard to convince. Okay? Because I don't really see like these vibes of let's do something so they can stop talking to each other. Let's do something so they can file for divorce. No, not really. These people are just not like believers of anything. You know, they always not criticizing, but these people don't actually believe, even without having facts. These people are very hard to convince. Okay. So, this is pretty much what I have here for you. Option number 1, you let me know in the comments below how does this resonate with you. I invite you to give it a like and subscribe in case you haven't done that yet. Love and blessings to every single one of you, and I'll see you next in another video. Bye! Welcome, option number 2. Welcome to my channel, Pauline Gold Cards. My name is Pauline. Thank you very much for clicking on the channel. If this is your very first time and you just subscribed, thank you very much. Welcome. And to my current subscribers, thank you very much for being here with me again to share these messages of love and light. Just take the energy as it resonates with you. Alright, so if you want to inquire about this specific reading, topic, or perhaps another, feel free to contact me. In the description box below you can find my Gmail, and I'll tell you what you need to book your very own reading. And if you're feeling generous and you like to support my channel, you can also find the link for PayPal donations. And thank you very much to the people who have been donating and asking your readings, subscribing, liking, commenting, and supporting the channel. Love and blessings to every single one of you. What do I have for you? I decided to use 2 different decks, Tarot Reader and Secret Animals. Let's start with the first set of cards. How will your spouse family see you, treat you, or perceive you? Oh, interesting. Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, there's a lot of pentacles. Rounding energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, now we have the Swords, 7 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and finally 6 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, I do have Water, Fire. I do have the 4 of them. Water, Fire, Earth, and Air. Okay, strongly Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Taurus, no, I just said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so how will their family perceive you? Your future spouse family. Wow, something tells me that they have a big family. Now, your spouse or your wife has a big family. Or whenever there is a family reunion, they actually invite the second cousins, the second aunts. I mean, they invite almost all the ancestors. Yeah, I mean, they do have big celebrations. Or your future spouses does have several brothers or sisters. They already have kids. And there's something about a garden. Okay, maybe they do have a big house and their family gathers everybody and they have these big reunions. Okay, wow, this is very interesting how their family are gonna perceive you or see you or treat you. They may have their reservations about you at first. I don't know if these people are gonna be like graduated or they may have PhD, or most of the family have high rank jobs. You know, most of them might be like executives or CEOs, bankers. Okay, I don't really think that their family, okay, like their mother or their father, the father or the mother of your spouse might be the second or the third wife. They may have just one parent or just one mother, okay? Anyways, one father, or it can be just one father or one mother that has the biggest rank of authority, you know. Something tells me that your husband is going to be whether the little one, I mean the smallest in the family, the youngest, the youngest in the family, and they tend to overprotect him or overprotect her a little bit. Okay, this family, at first they're gonna perceive you like you are just a friend. I don't know if the very first times that your husband or your wife are gonna present them to you are gonna be as friends first, okay? Maybe in some sort of approval or taking it little by little. This is like, hey, this is my very good friend and they are staying for dinner. Do you mind? I mean, or maybe you're gonna start as friends and they're gonna invite you over to dinner to meet their family, and then into the next dinners they're gonna show you as their couple, okay, as their partner. They're gonna be like divided opinions about you, okay, but don't take it personal. I mean, you don't really have to like everybody, so don't worry, don't let that make you feel bad, okay? So half of their family are gonna agree that you are the perfect match for them, okay? That you were sent by heaven, okay? That you are surprised, that you were the best they could have and even more, okay? So, and half of their family are gonna be like, no, this is not gonna last. Yeah, probably just a liar. Probably they just want to get something from them. You know, there's gonna be people that even though you want to prove them that you don't have any bad intentions towards your spouse, they're not gonna be totally convinced. So don't worry about those mean voices, okay? So it's gonna be like half of their family are gonna be agree with that, and they're gonna give you their blessing, and half of it is like no, they are not gonna believe in that. And don't take it personal. I mean, I'm telling you, some people don't even believe in themselves, so don't really let that affect your relationship, because after all, you are in a relationship with your husband, your wife, but not them, Okay, so the people that are going to be approving you are like, wow, maybe they're going to tell you like, you know what? They're going to be telling you like very impressive facts about your husband or your wife, perhaps when you are alone, like, hey, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, can you help me with the dessert? Can you help me with this? And just like, okay, yeah, I'll go. And whenever you're having a moment alone with these family members, they're going to be like, can I be very honest to you? And you might be very nervous saying like, okay, yeah. I never saw him smile like he does or like she does right now. I never see them more happy, even though we have there's divided opinions in their families about what this marriage should be about. I just want to tell you that I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you, you know, because with the 10 of Wands here, something tells me that your husband or your wife had very hard. They may had a previous relationship that left them very scarred. Okay, whether they were married or not, but maybe they didn't believe that love exists. Okay, and maybe they are wounded, and you're helping them to heal by your example, with your presence, with your love, with your energy, you know, by leading the example. Okay, so that part of the family that approves you are gonna be seen like in public. Perhaps this person tells you, hey, let's go take a tour, hey, let's go get something to the store, and that family that approves you are going to see their behavior of you with them. Okay, like if you're a man, like you're very gentle, you're a gentleman, you're very respectful. If you're a woman, they're going to see you like, well, she's very sweet, she's very respectful, she's very mature, she's very fun. Okay, so they're going to be saying very, very nice things about you. Like, wow, looks like they brought them back to life. And can you imagine when they are parents? I mean, their family are going to be like, are you going to be having any kids? Are you thinking about having any kids? What do you think about kids? You know, they're like picturing seeing you, both of you, having kids. Okay, so I'm telling you, half of their family are going to agree with that, and the other are going to be like, nah, yeah, whatever, you know, I know, but don't let that bring you down. Okay, now let's see what other stuff do I have. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, the Death card, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, yep, the Justice, and 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, let me guess. Let me tell you something. The family that approves you, something tells me there's some, like a sister, maybe it's a sister of your husband, your wife, or it can even be like an adopted sister. In this family, I'm telling you, it's a big family. Maybe somebody there is adopted, and they might be telling you, look, I know what it's like to be the outsider. I know what it's like when the family sees you like, who are you and what are you doing here, you know? And they might be like, whether supporting you or talking to you and saying like, keep going. I mean, it doesn't matter what our family thinks. I mean, this is a relationship between you two. Don't let our opinions destroy your marriage or influence you, okay? The Justice. Yeah, there's something about lawyers. Maybe some of them are lawyers. I'm telling you, your husband or your wife's family are gonna have like a lot of graduates, lawyers, doctors, CEOs. I'm telling you. And maybe that makes you feel a little bit more intimidated. And some of them may feel like a little bit superior, like, but he's not even a doctor, he's not even a lawyer. How could you like him, you know? But that's the part of the family that you should avoid. With the 10 of Swords in here, yeah, I told you before that part of the family that are going to be supporting you, they're going to tell you that how much they have suffered. Maybe this part of the family that they don't like you, they try to partner up your spouse with somebody of their surroundings. You know, like, hey, I know this doctor, I know the CEO, and guess what? That they only wanted to pair them up so the cycle of the family could continue. Like, oh, look, your cousin married a doctor, your cousin married a lawyer, your cousin married an executive, you know, only by status. Okay, they only care about status, and that ended up very bad to your husband, to your wife, because of listening to their family. So the others are gonna see like, well, that person may not be a lawyer, may not have this degree, but guess what? They have such a big heart, and they are financially stable, they are emotionally stable, they are mentally stable, the complete package. And they're making this person really, really happy. Okay, so wow, let me tell you something. The family that are going to be praising you, they're going to be praising your hair, your clothes, and your confidence. For some reason, they're going to be very surprised, like, wow. I mean, most of the people that see my family, they always clinch. I mean, they walk away because they feel intimidated, and you just say hello to them like you're an equal. I mean, you don't let yourself intimidate by their degrees or their attitude. I mean, you walk among them like you're the same person. I mean, not inferior but not superior either, just with self-confidence. Okay, and that makes you even gain more respect from your person, from your spouse, and from that part of the family. They're gonna like you. Okay, there's something about number 7, 9, 6, and 23. Something about 23 or 18. Okay, it might be the day when your husband, your wife are gonna be born. Okay. Wow, the part of the family that praise you and vouch for you, they're gonna know. I don't know whether it's by you, because of you, or because of your husband, your wife. They're gonna tell them, guess what? This person has almost the same background than me. They were rejected, they were humiliated, they were betrayed. They happen through different processes in life, and guess what? That doesn't transform them into arrogant people. It doesn't let those experience. They don't let those experience shape them into a nasty person. Look, and they're gonna be like, it's unbelievable. This family is gonna say, it's unbelievable that somebody could go through all that pain and still be the justice card, this 9 of Pentacles, wanting to have a better life, wanting to surround themselves with quality people, wanting to evolve, to transform, to learn, to progress in life in all the senses. And that's what is gonna impress this part of the family. Like, wow, I never met anyone as strong as they were, you know. And with the Death card, it's gonna be very hard for this family to believe that you come from, looks like maybe you come from a family that is not as rich as them, but you're somebody that breaks the cycles, that breaks the patterns of thinking or behaving. Okay, so something tells me that this family that vouch for you are gonna meet your family, and they're gonna be like asking questions about you, like, hey, have they always reached for the best? Have they always been that kind-hearted? Have they always been such a nice person and so fun? You know, they're gonna be telling each other like very fun stories about you and brave stories. It's like, wow, now this person is incredible. I can't believe it. They are so talented. This part of the family believes that you're very talented and you're very impressive. Okay, this is like, ow, alrighty. So I do understand why they love them so much. I do understand why this is such a strong marriage, because they both have goals in common. They do love each other very much. They support each other. Wow, they're very grounded and they're very committed. There's something about chocolate, or chocolate like the color, you know, they might be the color of your hair, your husband's hair. Alrighty. There's something about addictions or leaving some addictions. Something tells me that whether it was your husband, your wife, that they found even stronger reason not to fall for addictions again. I'm telling you that they went through very difficult times. Or maybe you went through difficult times and now you are In rehab, you are an entire different person. Like, you have your dark past, but guess what? You are surrounded by light and success and love. Wow, this story is gonna be like impressing this family. Okay, well, this is pretty much what I have here for you. Option number 2, you let me know in the comments down below how does this resonate. I invite you to give it a like and subscribe in case you haven't done that yet. Love and blessings to every single one of you. I'll see you next in another video. Bye! Welcome, option number 3, last but not least. Welcome to my channel, Pauline Gold Cards. To my current subscribers, beautiful people who have been commenting, liking, subscribing, donating to my channel, asking your private readings, thank you very much. If this is your very first time on my channel, welcome, enjoy the reading, and I invite you to see the rest of the content that I have here. Just take the energy as it resonates. So, how will your future spouse, family treat you, see you, perceive you? Okay, so let's see what I have here for you. If you want to know about this specific reading or perhaps another, feel free to contact me in the description box below. You can find my Gmail and I'll tell you how to book your reading. Okay, and if you're feeling generous enough, you can also find in the description box below the link for PayPal donations. Thank you very much to the people who have been donating to my channel. Those are very appreciated. I send you a lot of love and blessings to every single one of you. Okay, let's see. How will their family see you, treat you, perceive you? Okay, I just got a name like Cassandra, Anna, or a name with A. Cassandra, Sandra, something with A. Maybe someone in their family ends with an A. The name Anna. Alright, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, the Judgment card, 3 of Pentacles. We do have an extra here. When I was shuffling, I got an extra Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's start with this first. Wow. How will they see you? Well, something tells me that you were engaged before, or you were about to marry, and something didn't work out. You guys split up. Maybe you weren't ready, maybe you were too young, maybe somebody was studying abroad and that was gonna be in the way. So something happened, because something is telling me that their family are gonna see like, well, I don't really have a lot of faith in this marriage because they split before. So what if that happens again and it hurts my kid? Or whether you broke up because you didn't have enough time to see each other. I mean, something happened here in the background. You previously knew your husband or your wife, and things didn't work out the way you wanted. You were planning to get married, you planned to live together, to start something together, but some circumstances didn't allow it. It could have been a third-party situation, that perhaps your husband or your wife were dating somebody else, or they were getting over an ex. That can also be possible. That they still have feelings for other person, and they don't really know what it's gonna be like. Or you were with another person because of the instability in this relationship. But something tells me that this is a different story, because I mean, I do know that many couples ended up, but they break up, you know. But here the things restore, you know. The relationship matures and grows deeper. Okay, something tells me that maybe you were very young, or your husband, your wife were feeling very young, in the sense of not maybe the age, but that maybe they weren't ready for that kind of a compromise, or they were hurt also by a past relationship. And whenever you told them like, I love you, I want to start a compromise, I do want to be engaged to you, I don't want us to go steady, this person freaked out, or they got very immature about it, and they just walk away. but they never really stopped loving you. They just weren't ready for a commitment. And believe me, I have seen that where two couple actually love each other very much, but because of past experiences and the previous record before they got to know you, that's why the compromises can actually go any further than that. Believe me, it can be a lot of love, but one person is feeling insecure, then the things don't proceed. Okay, so something tells me that with your husband or your wife is going to be like kind of like a movie or a soap opera romance. Like, okay, we started a relationship, then we walk away from each other. We started to see other people, then we go back to each other, you know. But okay, now being more clear in here, their family are gonna be talking about what if you were the unfaithful one? What if that person was unfaithful? This family are gonna be talking like a lot of unfaithful situations, okay? But something tells me very strongly, something tells me right here, right now, that you and your husband or wife separated or didn't fulfill those promises. I mean, you didn't make those promises because you were in two different places in the relationship. When one person was ready, the other was like, no, this is too soon for me. And now when suddenly the other person was ready, like, no. If you want to be with me because of guilt or obligation, no, don't do it. Okay. So something happened that the relationship with you and your husband mature, grow, clarified, and your husband or your wife actually told you, looks like they told you, like, you know what, I wanted to start a relationship with somebody else, but I actually believe that everybody ended up divorced or in bad terms with their relationship. That's why I wasn't ready for that. Or I was still living a social life, I was still traveling or doing things, and I really thought that this marriage was going to chain me up and is going to mess up things for me. I know it sounds selfish, but I didn't want to ruin our marriage with these fake promises. Okay. So their family are going to be talking like, really? Did you really marry that guy? You guys ended up, then you go back, then you fought, and then you came back. I mean, what's up with that? You know that family is gonna be talking like, come on, is this a joke to you? And now what? Now that you're married, you're suddenly gonna say, no, I'm filing for a divorce because I don't feel ready enough, or we do have a kid, but I don't know, maybe it's best if we separate. I mean, this family are going to be like speculating way too much because of what happened in the past between you two. And also because your husband and your wife, like everybody, went to their family because they needed a shoulder to cry on. Like, yeah, I just broke up with this person and it was very painful for me. And this family is stuck with the memory of, oh, they made them suffer. Oh, this relationship is very immature. They should just go away, you know. But guess what? Looks like the time made you mature. This is one of the relationships that had a lot of love, but maybe needed to grow apart for years and then to go back together, stronger, wiser, more in love than ever, more compromised. And it's very hard for them to believe, like, oh, come on, really? Really? How can something that messy ended up in an engagement? Well, there are cases about that. And also with the Knight of Pentacles here, now it is making a lot of sense because their family thinks that it took them forever. It took you forever, you and your husband, to actually settle and start a relationship or to get engaged, to get married. That's why they sometimes believe that, no, I don't really think they're together because they love each other. I don't really think they're together because they have mature. Maybe they're just feeling lonely or they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Well, guess what? It's not going to be this case. They believe it's because of loneliness that you're both together. But I don't really see that. This is one of the cases when relationships, two people love each other very, very much. But this is like the relationship is not ready. But now, years after that, all the family are gonna know the story, like, really, the guy that you used to call and you used to go back to, and you just said that you didn't want to see them again, and now you're closer than ever. So automatically they think that this is a toxic relationship. Now with the 7 of Wands here in reverse, 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Temperance, and the Judgment, 5 of Cups, and Knight of Swords. Okay, also their family are gonna be saying that maybe their family saw you dating somebody else. They're making assumptions that you're gonna walk away because it took you too long, both of you, to start a relationship, to being married. Now with the 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups, Temperance, this is very, very interesting because I don't know if it's coming from your family. Somebody is going to talk. I don't know if it's either your mother and their father, or their mother and your father. One respective parent are going to be talking to each other, and are you sure this is alright? Do you really think that this is for real? You know, they're going to be very, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? They're going to be like in denial. Like, no, I don't really think this is for the best. I still think that they just got married because they were hurt or they were lonely. Do you really think that they care for each other? And no, like, some family are gonna be saying like, yeah, actually they do care for each other. Okay, actually, go to option number 1 because it has a very interesting message and almost a similar. Number 1, pile number 1. Okay. Now with the Judgment and the Temperance. Alrighty. This marriage is gonna bring back memories and different background stories that you and your husband didn't know about each other's families. Maybe by looking at your relationship, some family members or one family member from your husband or your wife are gonna be saying like, I actually believe them. I used to have a relationship that it was like this, but because my parents didn't agree, they just separated us. Because we were coming back and forth, but because we weren't ready, and when we were finally ready, my parents said, I'll save you from misery. Okay, I wanna save you from the pain. Don't ever see my daughter or my son again. You know? And actually they're gonna believe that there are some cases in those relationships when they are not mature enough or they are not ready to go to come to a compromise. And now that you both mature on different paths, that makes you even wiser and stronger in this relationship. You actually have more to give and to receive, and now you are not together just by, oh, what if I leave this person and it's the love of my life, you know? I mean, they believe that this distance was very healthy for you, for both of you. Alrighty, and what about your family? Their family might think that you are both soulmates from a past life. I don't know, someone in your spouse family may be into Reiki, tarot reader, they might be psychic, medium, or something like that, any kind of a gift, and they see like, guess what? I just saw that they are on a soulmate or a twin flame path, and the very same thing that happened here happened in another life, but in this life they get to be together. I know there's a higher and spiritual reason why this all happens. You're only seeing you're perceiving this situation very superficial because these two really love each other. They just needed to clean and clarify their thoughts and their emotions as well, right? So, okay, they're gonna be celebrating you. This person that believes that you're soulmates are gonna be celebrating you, that you are together. And like I'm telling you, this is gonna be a big occasion to celebrate. Also, their family. This is very, very interesting, because these family members are going to be full. Maybe this family, their family, your husband's family, are going to be checking on your husband's social media, and they're going to be like posting a lot of pictures about you and your husband. Your husband is going to be posting a lot of pictures of you when you go for a picnic, when you buy a new house, when you start a new business, when you travel. And this family, and especially the member that told you that you are soulmates, they're gonna be like, wow, how long did I have to wait for them to be together? How long they have to go through before they had a beautiful relationship? Maybe it didn't start the way they wanted, but now they enjoy even more this marriage, this connection. How can something that messy ended up being something very beautiful? So they're amazed about how much you are enjoying yourself and making plans, still making plans with your husband, with your wife, and maybe in time, like years after that, that family comes to the realization that it was just my perception. I mean, I am not in your shoes. I am not you to know what kind of a process was that, to understand that. But let me tell you something, I am very proud of you, because I do see a lot of words saying, I'm proud of you, I'm so happy for you. You have a relationship that most of the people want, but only a few can get. Not because they can do it. It's just because at some point maybe they don't want to do the effort, and you both showed a lot of strength, showed a lot of maturity, and I didn't realize how hard it was for you two to be apart. I mean, you did love each other, but you knew that you couldn't push this. So after a few years, your family will be like waking up and then start to be so hard on you, too judgmental, saying like, hey, you're not in their shoes. And the relationship is not other people's relationship. Just because you heard that these relationships cannot work, or everything is the same, it doesn't mean it applies to everybody. Because there are different situations, Ooh, righty. And the last thing that I see here about their family, your spouse family, they're going to be asking your husband or your wife, how do they find the time to do all these plans? They're planning a trip, they are going camping with their friends, they are preparing the baby's room, they are learning a new language. I mean, they are going to be impressed how multitasking you are and how you find time to everything. I mean, you don't neglect your duties, you don't neglect your plans, because they actually thought, this family thought that because you were going to be married, like, no, they're going to stick to their routine, then it's not going to work, they're going to be bored with themselves. And guess what? Well, this marriage proves to be even different than they expected. Like, how do they find the time? And aren't you feeling jealous that they walk away, or they just go with their friends? Or aren't you feeling insecure? This family is going to be saying like, because I would feel insecure if I see them doing all these things. I would be scared that somebody was going to take them away, but it's because their pride is gonna be like, their ego is very big, their family ego is big as hell, so they're not immediately gonna admit that they admire that perseverance, that they admire that courage that you have, and that love, that respect that you have for them. They still gonna be believing like, no, I don't think this person is for real. I think they're gonna split again, you know? But it's just their ego, because their heart telling them, no, you know what, this is for real. This is for real. You are just comparing them to previous relationships, or even gossips from other people about them. They're not like that, you know? Well, and there's something about a kid. Something tells me that your husband and your wife are gonna be having family immediately with you, and they're gonna be so amused, they're gonna be so happy that you are parents just right away, perhaps in the first or the second year of the marriage, almost like the first year, you're gonna be parents, and their family's like, wow, they just got together, now they have a business, they have a new house, and now they're having a baby. Wow, how did they do it? How did they find the time? Because when I was their age, I was overwhelmed with all the responsibilities. I wonder what is their secret, you know? A little bit of envy and surprise. Well, congratulations, Jam, Pinky Jam. This is all that I have here for you. Thank you very much for being here with me in the channel. If you really like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe in case you haven't done that yet. Love and blessings to every single one of you. I'll see you next in another video. Bye!